Hey guys, what's up? This is Tone here from DudesOfRandom, and today I'm going to teach you guys some stuff about if statements, if else statements, and if else statements. Yeah, okay. So today we're going to be gathering some input from the user, and using that input we are going to just create an if else statement. So first thing we're going to do is create a scanner. So wait, so when we're printing out, we're printing on system.out at the moment, which is on the console. So now we want to also read from the console. When somebody types something here, we want to be able to read from this place. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a scanner, and we're going to call it input is new scanner. So you're going to say this scanner is a new scanner, and it's going to be reading from system.in, so whatever comes into the system. Now you can do like this, import scanner, so we have to import what like the class, so we can use it, or you can do Ctrl+Shift-O using Eclipse. Okay, next we're going to go we have to ask them a question. So let's ask them to enter an integer which they want to replace the 8 with. Okay, so we're going to say system.out.println, or we're going to ask them how big, let's ask them guess a number between, guess a number between 1 and 10. Okay, then we're gonna say, so now what you want to say, we want to have, so they're gonna be creating an integer, and we're gonna say yes int is input dot next, so you read the next line after this one, the next line after this one, if I'm correct. Oh, and I forgot about that, the scanner will read a string. So I'm going to be teaching you guys also something else. So to make this, when you want like some things like input.next using scanners, they only want to scan strings because they don't know what the user is going to put in, because if it's not a number it will crash. So what we want to do is we'll do this. So if assuming the user, so we're going to say try, well no, let's not do that, that's too complicated for now. So guess int, or so wait, we'll change this guess string just to make it clear, and then guess int, so integer guess int is, so to parse an integer from a string, you do this, integer dot parse int, and then guess string. Whoops, yeah, we should probably capitalize this to make it look nice. Okay, so now guess int is whatever, so if a user now would put in some bunch of letters, our system would crash. Later on I'll teach you how to prevent something like that from happening, but for now that's okay. Now we want to know, so we're going to say our number, just for because we already wrote it, is 8. They don't know that, but we decide it's going to be 8. So we're going to say this, if statement, it's going to do something if something is true. So if guess int is, I'm going to say is integer, open curly brace, and Eclipse will automatically create one that's closed too. And we're going to say that is the number we had in mind. Okay, and we're going to say if it's wrong, because now only if it's correct it will say this, and if it's not correct the program will be done. But we want to also say something if it's not correct, so we're going to say else, because it's anything but that one. We're going to say system.out.println line, that's not the number we had in mind. And so let's say we had two numbers in mind. We could, what we could do is else if, we could say that, so, okay, let me just say, so what we have right now, I'll show you. We're gonna run the program. So it says the usual things. It says hello YouTube 8, hello YouTube 8. And now we get to put something in. Guess the number between 1 and 10. We're gonna say 1. That's not the number we had in mind. Alright, that's a pity. So now we're going to rerun it. We're going to try getting it correct. 8. That's the number we had in mind. Okay, so it's doing everything correct. But say we had two numbers. Let's say 7 could also be correct. We would do if guess int is integer, and we could also say or. So the or sign is just these two pipes. So you can say or guess int is 7. And so here I'll just quickly show you a few of the syntax things you can use. If you're talking about booleans, you can just use the is sign if it's true or false. If we're talking, you can also do greater than. You can use let's see, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and so on. You can use just those for numbers. And you can say if we're talking about strings, so okay, wait, let me just quickly finish this. So right now it will also be correct if we type in 7. So we type in 7, that's the number we had in mind. You could also do any number, let's say any number greater than 7. So they should only be entering, so that could be 4 numbers. So you could say 9, that's the number we had in mind. So that's how you can use your if statements. And you can also, I'll just quickly show you, you can put another thing. So you can also put else if, and you can put as many. You'll put something, I don't know, something, and you can do else again, or you can do else if again. You don't necessarily need to have an else only at the end. You can just have if and else if and nothing. But you also want to catch something else. So if they enter anything but what you want them to enter, you want to say something too. So yeah, so that's basically all there is to if-else statements. I'm just, whoops, screwing up. Alright. We're all set. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned something.